Go. Here we go. We got to prep this pig in order to put the newly refinished and refurbished cylinder heads on it. Go figure. You can't slop new cylinder heads on some sloppy, rusty, dilapidated, greasy little block. So we got to fix it, right, buddy? Yeah. So that's what we're going to work on. You see all that grime and grossness that's around the cylinder bores themselves? I've got to remove all that in order to have a good sealing surface for the head gaskets and the heads. And there's also just a ton of garbage on this engine altogether. I don't even really know where it came from. So the goal today is to clean all this up. Did you get the goods, buddy? What'd you get? Oh, you got me a soda. Whoa, you got me a warm soda.
Yeah, it's in the garage.
Well, normally you get cold sodas, but this'll have to do, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, thanks, buddy. Best helper ever. All right, we found some paper towels, and I'm thinking all we need to do is something like this to keep most of the garbage out, because then when we pull it, the garbage will pop out, ideally. I'm not really sure, but that's what we're gonna do. All right, so now we got these plugged up, and oh yeah, there's tons of garbage coming off. Yo, water jackets getting full of crap, bolt holes getting full of crap. This is not pleasant. It's like one of my least favorite things to do is actually clean up the engine. Much rather take it apart. Oh, look at all that like nasty water residue blocking up all the water passages. As you can see, I've got my work cut out for me here, getting this all scraped up. So I'm gonna try and set up the tripod or whatever in a way, kind of do like a time lapse, so you can see all the stuff I'm gonna be cleaning up. Because this would be extremely boring for you to have to watch from A to Z. So since you're not the one doing the work, I guess I'll cut out all the crap and you can see the finished product. That's what's so great about watching videos. How fun. How fun for you. Oh yeah. That's way better. Oh yeah, that position is way better. I was like kneeling on the metal cowl with my knees. I'm not as young as I used to be. Let's see. What is all this garbage? Oh, see this sludge? Ah, it's gross. I mean, it almost looks like brownies, but I know for sure there's no brownies on my engine block, so
yeah,
that's probably not edible.
Because nobody would sit in there and eat brownies.
Yeah, exactly. This is not the best place to eat brownies. And this engine was sitting for a number of years, so I wonder if that's a reason, or kind of like a byproduct of sitting for so long. It's all this gross goo. This is a lifter, and this part of the lifter rides on the camshaft, so it like follows it around, and when the tall part of the camshaft comes up, it pushes it up, which pushes the lifter up, and then pushes the push rod, and then moves the rocker arm down, and then opens the valve. And so there's 16 of these that coincide with the 16 valves on a V8 engine. If you're going to take your lifters out and you're going to reuse it, then what you want to do is you want to put it back in the same hole that it came from, because it's used to being in that hole. And if you put it in a different hole, it's going to be a slightly different shape, and it's going to prematurely wear. So that's a good rule of thumb for the push rods and for the rocker arms and all that stuff as well.
And the valve.
Yeah, and the valve.
But the valve is the importantest part. Right, Dad?
Yeah, valves are pretty dang important.
And the engine.
I think we've got as far as we possibly can with the scraper on the engine block. Got a lot of the garbage off that was able to come off. We still have a little residual rust and stuff like that, but we're gonna get that off with some Scotch-Brite pads once we actually get the heads here. And I think we'll do a final cleaning with the Scotch-Brite, right? We'll make sure everything's cleaned up and blown out. All the bolt holes are blown out and everything like that, so there's no garbage in there. We don't get false torque readings when we're trying to torque down the heads. And then we'll make sure we lubricate the lifters, and then we'll put it all back together. But I think for today, we got all the basic stuff off, and then we're gonna get, I think what's next, Diesel, is a vacuum. We get a vacuum cleaner in here, and we just suck everything out of here.
My foot's asleep.
Your foot's asleep? Are you sitting in here with me? Do you have shoes on? No. Oh, show everybody your dirty foot from the Bronco. Yep. You didn't wear shoes on your feet. That's the equivalent of not wearing gloves on your hands, and guess what? You're in the Bronco, you're gonna get dirty, bub. There you go. Well, just wait there, I'll get you down. I don't really have a good shop vac, so I guess this, my wife's lovely vacuum, is gonna have to do. So hopefully she doesn't mind. Does she watch these videos? I'm not too sure. I guess we'll find out when she gives me a hard time for using her. My guess is she won't know. Ha! Yeah, right. She knows everything. Alright, so I'm trying to figure out how to keep the lifters organized, and so this is what I've come up with. I got this big piece of cardboard. I got a 1/2-inch drill bit on this drill that I have here, and we'll see if that's big enough. I think lifters are much bigger than a 1/2-inch hole, but maybe we can make it fit in there. What do you think, buddy?
Yeah, because that's the size of my finger.
Yeah. Well, let's go get a lifter out and see if it works. What's that called?
Flat blade screwdrivers.
Exactly. All right, let me see the long one. All right, so checking this out here, there's a little lip here. So I'm gonna try and exploit the lip to get this guy out. And I don't wanna damage anything, but it's on the inside. And man, it's been a bugger.
Oh, these flat blade screwdrivers.
Someone's here. Oh, what's up, buddy?
Hey, man.
I guess they wanted a video of our butts in the car. It's probably pretty funny from the street, huh? With our butts over the edge here. Yeah. This is being more difficult than I thought. All right, so I get it to there, and then I can't get it out any further, bud. Let's try and spin this thing. Maybe if I spin it a different direction and try again.
Yeah. Let me give that a shot. First I have to climb on that engine. Let me climb in that engine, Dad.
Just put it over here. Oh, that's quite a bit.
Yeah.
Good grief. Okay.
Why is that the shoe so big?
Boy, oh boy! Why the heck? All right, let me see that. Did you spray it on something?
No.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Don't spray it on anything, buddy, okay?
I forgot one little bit of booze.
All right, I got it out a little bit further, buddy. You see that?
Where? Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Can I give it a shot, Dad?
Nope. It's really hard. Here, let me see that stuff again. Someone's probably going to tell me WD-40 doesn't belong in an engine, but you know what? Good grief, we're just trying to get this thing done here. Alright. So I was able to get this lifter out finally, and it feels really rough around this edge, and from what I've heard, sometimes what can happen is the camshaft rubs on this lobe, and then it can mushroom out the sides if for some reason, I don't know, it's damaged. It definitely looks damaged around the edges. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm not building a race car here, so I'm pretty sure I'll be able to reuse this thing. So now we have this lifter, and we have that hole, and it's certainly bigger than 1/2 inch.
But we try to stick it in and make it its size.
Well, it fits as long as you don't push on it. It kind of loosely fits. So I'm gonna have to store this in a place, I don't know, where they don't fall through, because if multiples fall through, well, then guess what? And we're screwed.
No, we could dump them out.
Well, we could dump them out, but then we don't know where they came from, right? Yeah.
I always wanted to hold one of those.
You always wanted to hold one of those? Go ahead. You always wanted to hold one of those. That is music to my ears. Do you know what that is?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lifter.
I know.
Yeah.
And this one feels really scratchy.
Yeah. I feel this part down here. Around the edge. What do you think?
Extra scratchy.
Yeah, it feels scratchy, huh?
Why does this feel like nothing? Oily.
Yeah, lots of grease in that. Yeah, just wipe it on the floor. Yeah.
Go.
All right, let's drill holes.
Alright, there's the second hole right next. See?
Yeah. Okay, so I got this next lifter out, and if you look at it, there's like this milky kind of tan browny substance on it. Well, yeah, this engine got water on it and in it. So I think that's what's leading to it being difficult to get these lifters out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, one more pain in the butt to go. Victorious.
How's it clear out, Dad?
Well, right now, what we're gonna do with these things is we're just gonna store them, and then we're gonna clean them up later, and we're gonna soak them in oil, and then we're gonna make it all good to go so we can put it back in the engine when the heads are here. Dirt and grime and gunk like that in a lifter is not acceptable. And I only have 8% battery left. That's also unacceptable. I guess this video is going to be over really, really soon.
Uh-huh.
It's pretty hot out here, huh?
Maybe the heat's making it break. It's videoing.
Okay, this project took way longer than I thought that it would. I thought it'd be scraping and vacuuming and take the lifters out really quick and come up with a way to organize it and we'd be done, but how long did it take to get all the lifters out, Diesel? Like 30 minutes? Yeah, something like 30 minutes. And
I would say about 16.
okay, he says about 16. Between 16 and 30 minutes, that's how long it took, which was way longer than I thought. And so I guess the moral of the story is, don't let water into your engine block, otherwise your lifters are gonna get stuck. So this is what we ended up with. We scraped all the deck surfaces, and it looks pretty darn good. I like the way that it turned out. It's pretty smooth, and fireworks are going off all around us. Got all the lifters out, which was a freaking job and a half to get done, but we got her done. And again, don't let water into your engine block, and then you won't have an issue taking those things out. We're gonna Scotch-Brite the deck surfaces there. Then we're gonna just do a final cleaning of this thing when we get the heads back, and then it's putting it back together time, and I'm super excited about that. This engine has been apart for, shoot, over a year. Oh, I just found the O-ring for that fuel injector. You see it in there? Yeah. Well, score. I can't wait to get it back together and driving so that my son and I can take it to go off-roading and camping and do fun things with it, because that's what this thing is for. I mean, it's not an off-road beast by any means, but that's what it's for. Take the top off, put a cooler in the back, and let's go camping. I mean, that's what I want to do with it. Right, buddy? Do you want to go camping? Mm-hmm. Yep, exactly.
And when this one's built, we might want to take it for a test drive.
Yeah, we're going to definitely do a test drive video, and we'll see how that goes. Thanks for watching the channel. I hope you guys get something out of it. I mean, that's the whole point of it, is that I put the videos up. Hopefully you enjoy them, maybe entertained by them, but then you also learn something. That's hopefully what's happening. If you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you next time.